told you I'll come back. And today I'm back with royalty. I'm back with, fashion, but also six-pack, but also pageantry. But I'm back with the greatness because I'm sitting with Tina Hambala. It's so nice to have this conversation with you because you are also fresh. She's also fresh off of the plane. Like, I can smell the Philippines. It's in the air. It's in the air. How was the Philippines? Did you enjoy it? How was your experience?
It was the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Yeah.
I did not want to come back, but home is just home. But it was the best.
Compared to the Miss Namibia experience,
Yes.
and I'm talking moments before the show or the day of the show,
Yeah.
how would you compare the two shows?
I think the other side, the nerves were a bit more because it was international, and I'm competing against like 77 other beautiful girls from all over the world, not like national in the country. So it was a bit nerve-wracking, but it was exciting because I had a platform where I can show the world what Namibia is made of.
Yeah. And Miss Namibia, how would you, compared to that experience, do you think we need to step up our games?
Well, as a national pageant, I think Miss Namibia is doing quite well, although there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
But since Miss Earth is an international pageant, I don't think it's like fair to compare the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are doing great for what we are.
Yes.
Okay. So how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How's life?
Life is great.
Life is great because guys, you also did you place?
Yes, top 12. Top 12. First for Namibia, made history.
First for Namibia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I really want to get into your journey of modeling and when did you start or how did it start? For like a young Namibian girl that wants to know your journey.
Yes.
When did you start and how did you discover that?
I did my very first pageant in 2019.
Yeah.
I was 19 at the time and I was first year at the University of Science and Technology, and I was approached by a guy who's now my best friend, Harvey. And that's where our relationship started, and then he was like, you need to do pageants, and at the time I was like, what is that? I wasn't really
So before
involved.
19 you didn't know?
I was an athlete in high school and an academic, so I was all about sports and academics until I came to university, and then I did my first pageant, which was Miss Freshman Nast. I placed first runner-up and I fell in love. Ever since then I was like, I want to do more.
What is it though? Because I don't get pageantry. Like, why are we competing for beauty? I don't get it. But like, what is it though? Like, do you guys like the competition element of it, or do you like the preparation where you want to be the number one? Like, what is it about pageantry?
For me, it's the thrill of being on stage because I get to show off my skills and my talent, and also getting the support from the crowd. It just gives you like a confident boost. So it's not necessarily about competing, although it is a competition. It's more about like, for me now personally, it's more about just enjoying myself on stage and putting up a show. That's what I love. I love being on stage.
Don't you ever like get scared of like tripping and falling?
Well, it's something that it's always at the back of my mind, but I don't think of it like that. I'm like, if I trip, it's not the way I trip, it's the way I get up. I will get up and the show must go on.
That's a Miss Universe answer. that's like a Miss Universe. So it's like, what would be the question? It would be like, what would you do when you fall? And it's like, it's not about the falling. It's about how you get. Like, you are trained.
Yeah.
I've been okay, so you did
for a while.
Miss Freshman Nast.
Yes.
And then your next
and
one?
And then I did a pageant called Face of Namibia, and then I did Miss Supranational, which was my very first big national pageant because it's the second biggest after Miss Namibia.
Is Supranational that big? Like, it's a big deal?
It is. Because right now the international pageant is part of the top 5.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's relatively, compared to Miss Earth Namibia, like how big is it? Is it national, or do you go and go?
Miss Earth Namibia being under the Miss Namibia organization, they are both on the same caliber because they are both in, like really international. They are in the big five of the international pageant, so which makes it one of the biggest pageants in the world. So that was my third pageant, but I consider it as my actual pageant experience.
Yeah, breakthrough.
Yes, because I was competing against pageant veterans. And it was that the year I took part in Miss Supra was the year we had the strongest batch. And we have an international winner, which is Shani Gaga. She won. Yeah, so that year it was like I really felt the experience of pageantry and how
And then after Supra, you went to Miss Namibia.
Miss Namibia, yes.
Was it your first time competing for Miss Namibia?
Yes, it was my first time.
How what is the preparations into preparing for? Because I was speaking to Bobby.
Yes.
And I was just getting like insight into the pageantry world and how it ran. And Bobby is telling me apparently you are supposed to be classy. You're not supposed to be going out and drinking. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to. I don't know. Like, how is the experience leading up to actually entering the competition? Do you like start a year before, and then the competition, and then you enter the competition, and then you like? What's the preparation into it?
Most of the times, or all the time, basically, it's always best to start a year prior.
Yeah.
But like in Namibia, we don't have that tradition, and I feel like we should start having that tradition of preparing at least a year or two in advance before taking part in a pageant like Miss Namibia, because you get to represent Namibia at Miss Universe.
What are you doing though, like in the year or two, like?
Yeah, like the main parts are stage personality and interviews. So you need to be well articulated. You need to make sure that you are able to communicate. That's one of the very first things that as a queen, because you're going to be a brand ambassador and you're going to always be speaking, and people need to be able to understand you and relate to you. So that's why it's very important to work on your speech, because last year I wasn't as articulated as I am now.
Oh, you worked?
Yeah, I had to go to classes for it, and I feel like it's deep like that. If you have a dream, you go all out.
Who's paying for these classes?
I had to pay for the classes myself.
So for working, you are paying for classes?
Yeah. Also learned throughout my advocacy journey is that it comes from a place of empathy.
Yeah.
And I mean sympathy. But I mean, they don't need that. They want the opportunities, and the more we have this petty thing on them, the more degraded they feel. Like, what do you mean I can do it? Just give me the opportunity to do it. So
we should actually, that's a one thing. Every time I speak to friends, he's like, we don't want your sympathy.
No,
like, we don't want you guys. Like, you don't need to feel sorry for me. I've lived this life and I've accepted it for what it is for this many years. So just give me the opportunities and let me learn from you. That's a really, really good course.
Yeah.
And then I really want to know, like, what do you use for your skin? Guys, Tina, do you ever get ashy?
Girl,
I feel like Tina is never ashy.
What is that?
You always look moisturized.
What is ashy? It's not in my dictionary. I don't know what that is.
I'm telling you, you look moisturized all the time.
Girl,
it's either you bath extra hours. How long does your shower take?
Girl, I bath for like 5 minutes. I don't even take
Really?
I use Vaseline. I'm a Vaseline girl. My face, my body. As a matter of Vaseline,
this is your girl, Vaseline.
Yes.
This is your, okay. Yes. Because we are struggling. You just look moisturized all the time.
Vaseline, my girl.
And
it's your best friend.
And it also like speaks through the camera. like on her, if you go on her Instagram, it's like, what did this girl use?
I got that question quite a lot when I was in the Philippines. It was like, there's no way Miss Namibia looks like that. We need to see her in person. And then the predictions were like, you guys should see Miss Namibia. Our girl is glowing. I'm like, I just use Vaseline.
You glow.
It's just Vaseline.
So it's just Vaseline. Wow.
I make sure I put it on.
You make sure. And then also you know how to braid, guys. Let me tell you, when I saw you braid, I was like,
what is happening?
I was like, she has it on lock. Because you know how much money we spend on hair. And then you can just do it.
I just do it.
You are a black girl's dream.
I just do it myself.
When did you learn how to braid?
I've been doing it
how
since
did
I was
you
a
learn
kid.
how to braid?
I've been doing it since I was a kid. So my mom can braid and my mom's sisters can braid. So every time they braid each other, I used to braid my dolls. My younger sisters, they all can braid. They all can braid. So it's sort of like a family thing.
It's a family thing.
Yeah.
And then your video went viral. I don't
Girl,
see
it's like an almost
international
5
pages.
million.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you guys reposting my video?
Because
without giving me the credits.
that's the thing. We actually need to give you credit, and you need to make more videos.
Yeah, because I didn't think it was going to go that far. I was just
Ah.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna make a video of me braiding my sister, and that's about it.
But you need to teach us. Learning how to braid that's the one thing. If every black girl, and if you're watching this, and if you could braid, we spend so much money. Yes, we spend so much money. What are your future in terms of like your branding, like outside of pageantry, outside of what we have known you for? Because we started, to be honest, I think we started to know you through Miss Supranational. That's where we really like picked up on Tina and everything. Like what's outside of everything pageantry? Like what are
So my plans as of next year, I'm going to stay away from pageantry for that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to focus more on my school, my fitness, because I am a fitness enthusiast.
Gosh,
Yes.
She literally has a six-pack.
Yeah, so and I want to lean more on the fashion side of modeling, because I did Fashion Week once.
Yeah.
And it was quite successful because I got booked, girl.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my scene. I never really liked it. I loved fashion.
Because when I saw you, I'm like, she could actually be an editorial model.
Yeah.
Like you could be for Shini's model. You could.
That's
be,
exactly what I want.
Okay, so you're gonna get into.
Yeah, I want
more
more exposure on that side.
And then school also.
Yes, school.
What are you studying?
Marketing management, and hopefully by God's grace, I'm graduating next year.
So you are doing Miss Earth while also being a student.
Yes.
Tina, there's nothing you can't do.
Check out all
There's nothing you can't do.
Yeah, so
have you always been? Because what type of person were you in school? Like, were you the smart girl, or like you juggled? Because you also said you were an athlete.
Yeah.
So like you were. Oh, so you.
For me, school came natural. I wasn't the smartest, but I was also not like I could say I was a bit above average.
Did you get certificates?
Girl, you must come to.
Were you a head girl?
I was a head girl in junior primary, not high.
No, you give head girl.
I was a head girl. I was in junior primary, not high, like from grade 10 to 12. I went to a different school, but I was.
What did you?
But I was in LRC. I was in LSU of what is this? I forgot.
She even forgot.
Yeah, but I was in LRC. Yeah.
I know she gives head girl vibes. You give head girl vibes like put together, and you were into your books. Where did you school?
I was junior high. I was at a school called GK Wall. It's in an informal settlement close to the lodge where I grew up on. Because I grew up on a lodge.
You grew up on a lodge.
Yeah, I was not
so
a city
you didn't
girl.
have the city experience?
No, I experienced the city life for the very first time in 2019 when I came to university. That's when I experienced.
How was that? Like coming to the city.
It was shocking. I had to learn how to use an escalator.
You were down, babe.
Yes.
Like me, because when I came from the north, I was in the village, but when I came from the north, I'm like, yo.
I had to learn how to use an escalator, and I was always nervous getting into an elevator. I was like, what is the?
You guys never came. You guys never came to Vindu for like holiday.
No, not even.
Wow. So wait. You became this girl. How did you then learn how to? Because you look like you were a city girl and you.
No.
Like you look like you know it all and you grown into these things.
Juggle through it, I guess. But no, I experienced the city life for the very first time in 2019, where I had to learn everything. I'm like, okay, how do you use an elevator? Why are the stairs moving? Wow. So it was a whole process for me.
So you and your sisters, you all grew up.
Yeah, on the lodge. Because we started school there. There's a school.
Oh, there's a school there, and then so primary and high school.
Primary, I was on the lodge, and then junior high, I went to this school called Chikewal that's close to the lodge. It's in a little informal settlement.
Mm-hmm. Where did you grow up? Like, where's the lodge?
Mount Echo Safari Lodge. It's about 200 kilometers outside Pentuk, on your way to Chivarango.
Ah.
Yeah.
You lived like a beautiful life then.
Girl
like,
surrounded by lions and whatnot.
Like, so you were a safari girl.
Yeah, a safari girl.
Like you can actually survive in the desert.
Yeah, that's why my national costume was a cheetah, because I'm like, I resonate with animals.
Oh, your national costume was so good.
Thank you.
If you're watching this name, go on Tina's profile, and then you go down, because you probably won't be able to see it now because she uploaded. How many times you uploaded?
I don't know, but funny enough, apparently I don't upload enough.
You're supposed to give some more.
People complain that you don't post enough. I'm like, I feel like I'm posting quite a lot.
Yeah.
Social media kind of gives me anxiety, but because of the industry I'm in, I'm forced to be on it every day. Yeah.
So you go and check out her costume was actually like, who came up with that idea?
I came up with a concept, but then this lady called Mikasho, I approached her because she specializes in AI, and then I told her, please create like an image of a costume.
Do you pay for these things or does?
No, Mikasho is just a very, very generous woman. She helped not only me, but she also campaigned for Jamila, when she worked for Miss Universe, and also Fresca. So she's just very nice lady.
Okay.
Yeah. So she came up with the AI design. I sent it to Miss Umbi. She's like, immediately, this is our costume.
That's
yeah.
So even Miss Umbi was happy with the costume.
She loved it
initially already from the beginning.
From the beginning, we didn't have to change anything. The way it came in the AI design is exactly how we went about it.
We are going back. Guys, we're having a lot of conversations in one. You know when you get excited to see somebody or to speak to somebody because you have lived an interesting life. I didn't know you grew up on a lodge. So the moving from Windhoek, did you guys everybody move to Windhoek or was it only you?
No, it's just me. I was the only one who moved here.
Wow.
And I was staying in a hostel.
Wait, at last?
Yeah, the campus hostel, yes.
And then how did you juggle for you? How did you even end up into meeting all these people, into becoming a social media star,
I think it was my friends, and also I was, the very first year I was really just pushing my fitness side of my life.
Yeah.
And then that kind of also boosted me. And then I don't even know how I got where I am.
Yeah, like into it all, because I feel like you lived such a quiet life and then everything just
because I'm not an outgoing person. People out there don't know me. They just know me via social media because I don't do clubbing, because I don't drink alcohol. I'm very
you don't drink?
Yeah, I don't.
Because you're so classy. She's giving class. You don't. So
I like
never.
solitude.
So you've never drunk?
No, I've never drunk. I don't even know how it feels like to be drunk. Like I've never. I don't even plan on it.
Tina,
yeah,
you are special. You are special. Okay, let's talk fitness.
Yes.
Let's talk. Like, when did you start being an athlete?
I've been an athlete my whole life.
What do you do?
I'm a sprinter.
Okay.
And then grade 11, I injured my ankle.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't continue running anymore. That's why I decided to gym, because fitness kept me sane.
Yeah.
Like the whole adrenaline of being on the sports street.
So you used to represent your school like national level or just
in high school? I was doing. When I got to high school, there were really other fast girls. Like, I never really got the opportunity to go to regionals or nationals because of my ankle. It never allowed me, because it happened before, like, I had to, you know. Yeah.
Then you got into gymming.
Yes, just to keep sane, because I was so depressed. I'm like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with my life now?
And then that's when you came to NAST and you were also keeping up.
Yes, when I was at NAST, I used to work out every day in the parking lots.
In the parking lots?
In the parking lots of NAST, upper campus. Every single day after my classes, I wait so that everybody kind of leaves, and then I go to the parking lots, and then I started seeing a lot of people joining me because they were apparently inspired. Yes. At that time, I was like training people.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You used to be a trainer also.
Yeah, I trained people at NAST, and then there was a time I was also training. I think last year or 2 years ago at Virgin Active. But I take my training very serious, and sometimes I get like people who don't really keep up. Yeah. Or they just come up with excuses.
Because training, like I go to the gym, but like it gets addictive.
It does.
It gets addictive.
But because I'm a loner, I like doing things myself. So I was like, no, I don't want to continue training, at least not for now, because it's a bit frustrating. training people.
Ah, so you started gymming and then you started documenting it, or was it the other way around where you documented because you were documenting and then you just happened to?
I was just posting because I wanted to be a fitness enthusiast. I had goals of like I want to work.
What are you looking up to? Who are your favorite fitness girls?
In Namibia,
yeah.
Mariana Pembe.
Internationally, she's
yes, internationally there's this girl, I think her name is Leslie, she's from the States, she works for Gymshark. Let me just say all the ladies that are ambassadors of Gymshark are my favorites.
That's where you're at.
Yes. Because my dream, it's still a dream of mine, is to work for Gymshark or be an ambassador, because we don't have their brand.
Yeah, we don't have them here in Africa.
Yeah,
because
so I wanted to work on that too, so I can at least be like one of the first in our country to like be an ambassador for.
What other brands do you want to work in terms of fitness?
Nike. Yeah.
Ooh, actually, you would be a good Nike brand ambassador.
Yeah,
You would actually be. Yeah.
I want to actually. That's why I want to get back to it next year, so I can regain like the influence and the focus I had on fitness. Because this year I was just all about pageantry, but next year I'm putting pageantry on hold so I can get back.
So you're gonna be, in terms of branding, are you gonna be approaching brands or are you gonna be creating content for the brands to see you?
I think I should do a bit of both.
Yeah. Do you have a manager or are you gonna be doing it yourself?
No, I don't have a manager. But if you feel like you can manage this girl, I
really feel like you could get money from managing her.
Yeah, I need someone who has the connections.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to put me out there. Because
so top of next year you're gonna be creating content
from the get-go. From January, I'm really starting.
Okay. What brands are you looking into impressing? I feel like getting to skin.
Yeah, Vaseline, girl. I want to you. Yes, Vaseline, and obviously the bigger picture. Like I would love to work for Fenty because I love Rihanna.
And you can do your makeup. Do you know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Apparently she attended a makeup class.
I did, and it was just like for 3 hours, guys. 3 hours.
And now you have. Did you do your makeup today as well?
Yeah, I did it myself.
Crazy business. Crazy business. Who paid for the makeup class?
Myself.
Guys, what do the pageants pay for actually?
Like for the Miss Namibia, they pay for the most important stuff, like the national costume. They paid for it. The evening gowns, they paid for it. Your flight ticket, they pay for that.
Okay.
Excess luggage, they pay for that.
So everything else is on you.
Yeah, like the day-to-day outfits, you have to get them yourself. Because I think it's a thing of like meeting the organization halfway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you ever do Miss Namibia again?
I'm planning on doing so, but not now.
I'm
not even going to reveal when because I want you guys to be surprised, but I will come back.
So she's coming back for the crown.
Yes.
Do you only want to be Miss Namibia or do you want to do Miss Universe? Do you want to take it all the way or do you just want Miss Namibia?
Because I've been internationally this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been international this year. I feel like for me the prize will be being Miss Namibia within the country.
Yeah.
Obviously, it will be like a great honor to go to Miss Universe because it's every girl's dream.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really prioritize that. My priority will be being Miss Namibia.
Why do you want to what's your take on the Miss Namibia brand that you want to be Miss Namibia? Like what do you want to use?
Yes, Miss Namibia gives you a platform to be an inspiration, and I've seen how much we influence the younger generation, and I want to continue with that. And having the Miss Namibia sash across my chest will give me so much visibility, and it will give me the bigger platform to actually advocate for what I'm really passionate about, and reach out to more audiences and to more little kids. And that's what I want. I want to do the groundwork within the country because I feel like sometimes we get carried away by representing the country, but that's not really like the main. Yeah. That's not the main reason why Miss Namibia exists.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need to do the groundwork as the queen of the country before you represent your country.
Because you know the thing is with pageantry, we that are not in the pageantry, we're just like, what was the reason? Like, what is the? But actually, there's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely believe that it's not all about going to Miss Universe. Yes, you get the opportunity to go internationally and represent your country, which is a great thing, and we all want to do that. But I think the very first thing that should be on your mind is being an ambassador of your country and do the work as the queen of the country, because you are first crowned as Miss Namibia before you get the Miss Universe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were speaking behind where he was saying even Miss SA is like that. When Miss SA is the big deal.
The Miss SA, you winning Miss SA is the prize.
Yeah.
Going to Miss Universe is just cherry on top of the cake. Like, okay, you know what? Go do
Chidima, so nice speaking to you. So, like, you have a lot of life. Like, you have lived life. You are not like the rest of us that only been in the city. Like, you have lived life. It's so nice talking to you. Thank you for coming through. I hope like people that are wanting to do what Tina is doing, like I pray and hope that you got something out of it, out of the conversation. As for me, I'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching. Please do get in contact with these people. Like, ask them questions. If you are watching and you want to be a representative of Miss Namibia, Miss Earth, how to do it, DM her. Like